fantastic. Thank you. Oh, thank you for joining us. It's a special, special day because, as everyone knows, on Thursday we do the Bud List. It's also the chance for us to read some viewer mail.
Yeah.
For the year 2023.
They sent it to Arizona?
Yes, and, never doubt the U.S. Postal Service. Here's our letter reading music.
Oh, okay. Oh, handwritten this time, not typed. I like it.
Does look a little bit like my handwriting, but it's not. Dear Wilds, love the show. Thank you. Here's an idea. Why doesn't Brew continue to support Kevin Durant and the good people of Arizona and throw his support behind the Phoenix Suns? Sincerely, Ryan and Brian, bro.
Well, Brian and Ryan, I do happen to be looking for a team because the Brooklyn Nets have disbanded and given up all hope of winning the championship. So I do like the Suns and I do like Kevin Durant, and I love Phoenix. Let me continue the motivation with the Bud List. At number 3, Hassan Reddick.
Oh.
This is simple to me. If Philadelphia is able to get consistent pressure on Patrick Mahomes, they can win this game. Make him look less than the great quarterback he is. If they can't get pressure, then he is going to pick them apart and lead Kansas City to victory. And the Chiefs, they got a great offensive line. It's a top 5 offensive line. They are great with pass protection. So it is going to be on Reddick to get his team ready to rush Mahomes like they have all season long. They have had 5 or more sacks in 6 of their last 8 games. Ooh. He has led the playoffs in sacks. Ooh. He's second in the regular season in sacks. He's been good the last few years, but this kind of a breakout year. Mm-hmm. So Hassan Reddick has a chance to really submit himself on the big stage of the Super Bowl. Hassan, I believe in you.
Let's go.
At number 2, we got Jalen Hurts. All right, we know it's all about the quarterbacks. And look, you probably heard a little bit of it. It was a hint earlier. But for the last week and a half, Nick Wright, when his head hits the pillow, the way he's allowed himself to get a good night's sleep is to say to himself, Jalen hasn't played well since he injured his shoulder. Jalen hasn't played well since he injured his shoulder. Yes, and you know what? Nick's scared, but he's kind of right. He's kind of right. So, Jalen, get out there, do your thing. They need you. Look, everybody is saying Philadelphia is better at every position group except quarterback. All right, so if you lose, a lot of people, they're not going to point to your receivers who are great. They're going to point to the defense, perhaps, who's great. They're going to point to the quarterback. We didn't get enough from that position. So, Jalen, go out there and do your thing. Also, you got the big contract that might await you. I believe in you.
Yes.
At number 1. All right, he's the best quarterback in the league.
There we
Patrick
go.
Mahomes, we all know he is already one of the best that we have ever seen. But if he loses this game, he'll be 1-2 in Super Bowls.
Not great.
Ooh. Not Brady-esque. Not Joe Montana-esque. All right? And no one is going to say, you got no pass protection. No one's going to say, some of your receivers, Mecole Hardman, were hurt. No one's going to say Philly was just a better team. They're going to say you're 1-2 in Super Bowls, and no amount of biased graphics that Nick Wright will throw on this show is going to stop people from saying 1-2. But Patrick, you know I got your back. I believe in you. Get it done.
You're not going to say that for some group.
I won't say that.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. That's I love the start with Hassan Reddick. Right? That's a little sexual healing going on right there. You got to get that done. But I'm going to go on the other side of the football. I'm going to go to the Kansas City Chiefs and Chris Jones. We used to call these guys Chris Jones. Guys like that, we call them war daddies. How do you block a war daddy? How do you block a guy that's dominant? You can double team that guy. But Nick Sirianni, he's got a different game plan. You know how he does it? He does it by reading that guy, not blocking the dude, making him make a decision, right? And that's where the RPO game comes in. Check this video out. This is how they handled Nick Bosa, one of the premier rushers, one of the premier players in all of football. We don't even block him. Watch the eyes. Look at the eyes. Oh, he fakes it outside. Bam. Sanders for the touchdown. Now on the front side of it, same exact thing. Dick posts it down the bottom of your screen. You see him. Nobody's even going to block him. What am I supposed to do? I'm reading. I'm looking. Is it the running back? Is it the back? I go in. We go out. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. One of the things that's unique about this, and one of the things we don't give enough credit to, like guys like Hurts, there is so much on their plate. You know, we think about the drop-back quarterbacks who have to read out progressions 1 to 2 to 3, right? Read that strong passing triangle. You're talking about a guy who's got to take the ball, snap it, hold off the defensive end or whoever you're reading, right? Decide, hey, if he pinches, I pull it out. If he feathers, I give it to the back. Or if he pulls in and the defensive back or the linebacker sucks in, now I get to throw it over the top. There's a lot going on from the neck up in Jalen Hurts' game that we don't give him enough credit for, and this is one of the things that make them absolutely a nightmare to defend.
Great call, and it's got to be a blow to the ego, too. When you're a great player and they're not even blocking you, right?
Yeah.
You start, what is going on? So I love that. Chris Jones was obviously huge 2 weeks ago against Cincinnati.
I got to tell you, Stink, I'm incredibly confident about this game. I did not enjoy watching that video and seeing them torture Nick Bosa. All right, I am adding to the list everyone's favorite mean-mugging coach, Nick Sirianni. Okay. Hey, you guys remember these coaching legends who, much like Nick Sirianni, very early in their coaching career, made a Super Bowl?
Okay.
The likes of Bobby Ross. Who can forget Jim Fossil? What about the great Mike Martz? You guys remember Bill Callahan? What about Ken Wisenhunt? Whatever happened to him? Dan Quinn. I bring those people up because just in my lifetime, they're all people who got to a Super Bowl really early. It's like, oh, next great young coach, next great coaching prodigy. And then in that Super Bowl, they got their lunch eaten by a better coach and a better team. And it was like, oh, that was the pinnacle. Now, those people, luckily, Brew, didn't give the other team extra ammunition by making their own ego a part of the story. But Nick Sirianni, Philly till he dies, has decided the team's going to take on it.
Not like Philadelphia.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen many videos of Andy Reid in his 30 years coaching finding the sky cam to do that look, but who knows? To each their own. So, hey, Nick Sirianni, you can go be the next great young coach. Or you can call up Mike Martz and see what he's been up to, or Ken Wisenhunt.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll
Nick,
see.
you know the Bud list is about motivation.
Not for me.
And that did not
For me,
sound
it's an
inspirational.
indictment.
I have to give you a demerit for that one.
Okay.
So-
Demerit. All right, I'm going to run the anchor leg on the Bud list, and this is a personal one for us. Because as everyone knows, first things first on Super Bowl Monday, we're calling it Must-See Monday, is going to be a treat for the audience. Absolutely brutal for you and I, my friend. Either way this goes. So I'm putting Kevin Wildes and Chris Broussard onto the Bud list. If the Chiefs win, this guy's going to be unsufferable.
Yes.
If the Chiefs lose, I don't even know.
Is he going to show up?
I don't know. We might have to do it ourselves. So Broussard and I are on the Bud list. Nick, we need you even-keeled. Even-keeled. Not too high, not too low. Come in Monday like, you know
Chiefs-
what? Good game.
The Chiefs are going to win, Brew, and I'm going to literally be hanging from the rafters.
Okay.
Levitating above this.
You'll be a bad man. You'll be a bad
We're talking KD after the break. Give it up for Broussard and the wonderful Bud list, everybody.